Hi everyone, I'm Dave Mulvena. I'm here with Mike Godwin. If you're new to the league or just new to checking our show out, usually before the games each week, we come on, we make our expert.
My expert.
You've been okay over the years, but our expert predictions on what we think is going to happen in the games. We're actually going to do something else, a new feature this season, where you guys can actually call in and then pretty much air out your feelings on, before your game started, if you want to, say how good your team is going to do or how good you're going to do, or, during the game at halftime you're frustrated about something, or after the game. If you just need to get something off your chest, or, you just need to be heard, we're going to give you an opportunity to be heard. So what you're going to do is you're going to call this number, 302, for you guys that aren't in Delaware, 239-6688, and then you're going to hit extension 151. That's going to go directly to Mike's voicemail box, and you can leave it, and we'll select some each week, the best ones, and we'll play them over here, and we'll give our response to them too. So feel free to call that number once again, 302-239-6688, extension 151. You can call that and just express how you're feeling.
Dave, something tells me we're going to get a lot of calls about people airing out your picks.
Nah, I'm sure they'll probably just say, Dave, you did a good job again this week.
Full-blown cuss you out about you.
That brings me to another point. If we're gonna play this stuff, in the videos,
don't make us edit it.
Don't make us do too much editing with the language. Obviously, if you're frustrated, air that out. But the few amount of curse words possible. We'd appreciate that, so we don't have to use the beep button too much. But Mike, let's get started.
Right.
We're going to jump into our A Division picks, and then our next show will be B Division picks, followed by our C Division picks. Not sure which order they're going to get put up on Facebook, but so Mike, let's get started.
Let's.
First up, we have ACC Dream Team going up against the Tigers. Tigers beat WSI this past week by 6 or 7 points. It's actually a pretty good game.
ACC lost to Drunk Monkey.
Pretty big, I think, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like 15?
15 or so.
15?
But that was with the struggling Brandon Snell. His shot wasn't on this past week.
It happens.
I think this is the most wide open A Division's ever been. Do you agree with me?
I don't.
I mean, it's hard.
I don't know if it's that wide open.
It's hard to go against two-time defending champ. But talking about talent-wise, it's up there for one of the best seasons we're going to have.
I agree. I think it is going to be a very interesting season. And I'll get to a couple of teams in a little bit. But let me hear who you think's going to take this one. Like Tigers or ACC?
I'm going with Tigers. They made a few changes this season, and it was a few good ones. John Bird's back. Is he back to the old John Bird? We don't know. But I'm going with the Tigers by 8.
With John Bird not playing for about, 9 months?
Yeah, almost a year, I guess.
Yeah, about that. He looks probably as good as you could look, being out of the game for that long.
Yeah.
I know, I was impressed, and I think he's exactly the missing piece to the Tigers to get them over that championship.
Sean Armstrong gives him a little height.
Yeah, definitely helps with the rebounding. And the Tigers, they showed last season that you can have 3-point guards coexist on a team and do a lot of damage. I mean, they had a chance to win the championship.
When you have 3 of that caliber, it's kind of hard to lose, I'd say.
If this game happened 3 or 4 weeks from now, I think it'd be a little harder for me to pick. But right now, today, I'm going Tigers are going to win. I think ACC, the Dream Team, they just need a little bit more time to gel. Adding Brandon, adding Manny. I think it's too early in the season for them to beat a team like Tigers right now. But I think that could change in a few weeks, but I just don't think they're going to be there yet.
I can't argue with that one.
So Tigers across the board?
First
Dan?
pick of the year. First pick of the year, we agree. How about that?
Yeah, I probably won't get used to that.
Yeah.
Next up, we have STP going up against Elite. Both teams lost week 1. Elite lost pretty big to the Crew, even though they played them pretty tough for most of the game. STP lost a heartbreaker to Brothers. No one saw that coming.
I think that STP just has too much firepower. You got Danny Rodriguez, Khalil Brewer, Damon Vance if he shows up.
Heard there was a Brian Dorsey sighting this
Brian.
past, or 2 weeks ago too. He hit like 3 threes.
Did he? Oh, man.
I think he's probably done for the season now.
He hit his 3 for the season. But I think STP by 15. Depending if Damon shows up, because he wasn't there week 1.
Yeah, you know what? I think Elite's going to be able to stick with a lot of the teams that can't score easily, because they do play good defense, so they might be able to grind it out and maybe pull one away in the end. But I think STPs just has too much scoring, like you said. So I'm also going STP this week.
And you actually told me when STP's losing, Danny Rodriguez.
Danny Rodriguez might be one of the most clutch players we've ever seen in the
Single-handedly
league.
brings it back, and he just starts making everything.
I could say most clutch, but I think I would have to, think about that a little
Really look into
longer,
it.
other than just say right on the spot.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Fire Squad versus Triple Threat. This team is going to be played mostly behind the three-point line.
There's going to be 100 shots between 90 of them.
I think this
threes.
game, I don't know what the record is for a single game for both teams combined, threes, but I think this game has a
We'll
chance
beat it.
to beat that record. Because watching part of Fire Squad's game, watching most of Triple Threat's games, both these teams love the three ball.
Yeah, I mean, if Fire Squad's the same roster as a couple seasons ago when they were Dynasty liked to shoot threes, but I haven't seen them play yet, so got to go Triple Threat. And I know I've seen Triple Threat's roster for the past couple of seasons, and they're pretty good. Especially if Nate's there, it's even more.
They picked up Chase
Brady,
too,
yeah.
who can jump through the roof. Now, this game, it's a little more than just a game. Omar used to play on Triple Threat.
Huh?
Omar broke off from Triple Threat. He found all the three-pointer other shooters that he knew to go up against.
They're all from Coatesville.
Omar's got to want this game pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean,
Because if you leave a team, it's usually because you think you can do it better.
But doesn't that mean Triple Threat wants it more because he left them? They think Omar's taking a shot at him by leaving.
I mean, I guess you could look at it that way.
That's how I do look at it.
Okay. Now, Jake Royal is getting close to that 1,000-point mark.
Yeah, that's why he had 39.
He had 39. I think he's kind of like, how Coach K got his thousands win. He was just like, all right, on to the next game kind of thing. I think Jake just wants to get over, because you don't want to be stuck on that 999. Jake could be 999. And
What if
just
he
be
ends this season on 999?
There's no chance of that happening.
No?
I mean, there's a chance if he, only scores
He's
like
gonna end it on
150
9.
more points or something.
That's it?
No, I think he's at like 939 right now.
Is he that high?
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah,
Jeez.
he's that. He could get this week.
I thought he was like 8.
I say he just scores 62 points, gets it over with.
Yeah, why not?
It'll be 1,001.
Make it easy on us.
You know what, Jake? I'm going to get you a 1,000-point scorer shirt as soon as you hit this mark.
All right.
As soon as he hits it, I'm going to give him a shirt.
Wow.
Get a special order.
We give him all of Coatesville.
We're going to give him all goes with Jake's picture on there. All right.
Mugshot, Jake.
Who are you taking in this game?
Triple Threat.
Yeah, we're going to have to agree again. Fire Squad got beat pretty bad by what I think is a legit contender in Best Squad. But I'll get to that when when it's time to get to
You
them.
keep saying all these teams are legit.
No,
contenders,
how many have
but
I said?
You didn't disagree with me when I said it's the most wide open season.
I
mean, you did
How many
disagree
teams have I
with
said
me,
are
I'm
legit
sorry.
contenders?
Yeah, but you're saying
Best Squad is
how
the
good
only
these
team
teams are.
outside of the Tigers who are in the championship that I've said that about.
Yeah, but you said give ACC a couple weeks.
I didn't say they would be. I said give them a couple weeks, and I think the game would be a little closer.
Okay.
I'm going with Triple Threat. With the performance they just put up, and then with Fire Squad, having some trouble against Best Squad, it's hard not to go with Triple Threat. But I think Omar's going to have a little chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, we gotta come up with like a little saying for Jake. Now they went like Coach 1K or whatever it
Yeah.
was. What are we gonna do for Jake?
Well, I mean, we'll figure something out. We always do.
JA1KE or something like that.
Yeah, I like it. J1K?
J1K.
J1K?
All right. We'll figure something out.
JR1K? Jake Royal? We'll figure it out. We won't do it here on the spot. Next up, we have Wilmington Legends, who lost. I'm sorry. We have Drunk Monkeys going up against the Crew. My screen scrolled up.
Now, this is a rematch of championship
2
3 seasons ago and 2 seasons ago.
Correct. Man, it's almost, you hate seeing these teams go against each other so early, but at the same time, you just want to see where they're both at right now.
Yeah, you gotta love the Crew versus Drunk Monkey match.
I mean, Drunk Monkey coming off a huge win over ACC Dream Team. You know how bad Steve wanted it after, Brandon Manny playing on his former players playing on a different team. Going up against the Crew this week, who Crew, handled elite.
Yeah.
This is a tough call right
This
here.
is our last 4 championships right here.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
No. Is it 5?
No, because Steve, he would have been 3-peat this season, the Crew won.
Yeah, but the Crew, remember when they won?
They won before Drunk Monkey?
Right?
Maybe it is our last 5. Okay.
It's at least our last 4.
Yeah. Who you taking this one?
Is that even a question? Do I even have to explain myself?
I feel like a year ago today, I was making the final plans for the locker room, for the Drunk Monkey locker room, and then everything changed. The streak
now
ended.
we're building one for the Crew.
The streak ended. I had to rip all the Drunk Monkey posters off the wall. The Drunk Monkey fatheads that were up there, I had to peel them off, throw them away. When I had the streak across the top, 75-0, something like that.
70 said 75, 76.
Well, it was you just peel a number off and the next one came up. But the constant thing was the 0 in the lost column. Those days are gone.
Yeah,
Those days are gone. Is this the season that Drunk Monkey brings back the glory, the old days? The glory of the old days?
Nope.
You're taking the Crew?
Yeah, of course I am.
What's the score, though?
It's going to be 58 to 52. I don't ever not go against the Crew, ever. That would just be disrespectful if you do. They've won the last 2 championships.
You know what, Mike? Man, I can't
Don't ruin that. We have a little streak going here. We're 3
believe-
for 3 in the green. Don't ruin that streak.
I'm going with the Crew. I can't go against them right now. I know Drunk Monkey had a huge win, but until you beat the Crew, that's where the bar is.
Right.
Crew's up here, everyone else is down here somewhere. It's just where it is right now.
I mean, you don't have to tell me. Tell the fans.
You're
players.
enjoying this way too much.
Well,
Enjoying this way too much. Next up, we have Wilmington Legends going up against WSI.
it's a tough one. I haven't seen Wilmington Legends play, but I've seen a couple names on their rosters, and they got a couple good players. 2 of them that weren't there this past weekend. I think
And they're 2 pretty important pieces.
Yeah, I think if those 2 show up, Wilmington Legends is going to take this one.
WSI is playing really good basketball right now. They were towards the end of last season, and I feel like they might even be looking a little better right now this season than they even were towards the end of last season.
They added Akeem Tucker, right? Or is that best squad?
No, I think that's WSI.
Okay.
Mike Hubbard always seems to make the right moves to get a little bit better. You never see his teams get worse from the season before. Always just a little bit better. And he's getting close. They could be a surprise team. They surprised Drunk Monkey last season in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
They moved on. They lost to, I think it was the Tigers.
They're no slouch.
In the
I didn't
semis?
say that. Did I say they were a slouch?
No. I'm telling the viewers in case they're new, because the Wilmington Legends, I'm sure they're probably going to be watching this to find out about WSI, so I'm trying to help them out.
Okay.
And I'm going to help WSI out about the Wilmington Legends right now. Wilmington Legends got a lot of size underneath.
Yeah.
They have Joe Ciani,
Yeah.
too, who I think did the majority of their scoring.
Deladon siblings.
Yes. How many points does Lena drop this week?
Oh man,
6 in her first game.
I think she goes.
She's here shooting. She shoots around here all the time.
Yeah, I know. I think she's gonna go for 18 this week.
18? Wow.
Mhm.
I was gonna go 13.
13.
13. I don't think she's gonna jump way up to 18 all of a sudden.
No, I think she will.
Who are you taking? Legends or WSI?
I'll go Legends.
Go Legends.
Close one, 68-65.
I'm gonna go WSI this week, but also a close one. Go 61 to 55.
Okay.
61-55. We'll go 6-point game.
It's respectable.
Our final A division game, we have Brothers going up against the Best Squad. Brothers coming off a huge win over STP.
Mm-hmm.
As I mentioned before, I didn't see that coming.
They're much improved, right?
They are, yeah, absolutely. They have a big guy in the middle. I don't know his name.
Eric Cotton.
No, they have another one too.
Another one.
Yeah, another one too.
Let's take a look at the roster here.
I don't know if I'll remember the name if I look at the roster. But Best Squad, talk about improved. I like this team a lot. Tyrone Hill was doing it all for them. I think 24 points, something along the lines of like 11 rebounds and 7 assists.
He's on Best Squad.
That's who I was talking about.
Oh. I thought you were still talking
No.
about
I started talking about Best Squad while you were
Okay.
looking it up.
Okay. Look familiar?
Let me see if I can figure it out here. Maybe Tyree.
Yeah, it might be.
That's who it is.
Okay.
If I had to guess. Still learning a couple of new names. But who you going with in this one, Mike?
I'm going Best Squad. They look too good this past weekend.
Yeah, but Brothers has Maurice.
And they're a legit contender.
Brothers has Maurice now.
They've had Murray.
I know, I'm just saying though. Difference
Still going
maker.
Best Squad. Go Brothers, go ahead.
No, best squad in my opinion after week 1. Now, obviously you have Crew up at number 1, but after Crew, Best Squad is, from watching their game, is the second best team right now.
Yeah?
Could be the best team.
Don't you dare say that.
Could be the best. Well, no, I'm not going
Don't
to.
say that
I'm not going to disrespect the Crew. They won the
Thank you.
championship. I'm
Thank
not going to do it. But after watching the games this week, Best Squad is definitely going to be a team to be reckoned with.
Okay.
So there you have it. There's our predictions for A Division Week 1. Once again, that number, if you didn't see us in the beginning of the show, you get to call in, air out your feelings, your emotions as far as before the game, during the game, after the game, the number you're going to call, put it in your cell phones.
Do you think I'm going to come in Monday with like 100 messages?
No, it's going to be like, they're going to be, I think a lot of them are going to be a little scared to call.
Yeah.
They're going to call, they're going to be like, this is Mike, hold on. They're just going to hang up, they're going to freeze. They're going to think it's really you on the phone. But that number is 302-239-6688, and then you want to hit extension 150.
51.
151. Don't do 150. 151. When you call, it'll be Mike's voicemail, and you just get on there and you whatever you need to say. Next week we'll choose a handful of them. We'll see how many we get, and the ones that we have to edit the least, as far as language and stuff, will be the ones that probably have the best chance of making it. But we'll put them on the show and we'll give our response to each one of the messages. All right, so it's your chance. Feel free to call us out. Feel free to call whoever you want out. Call the other team out. We'll put it on there too. whatever feels right. All right.
Stir the pot a little bit.
Yeah. Timon, I know you're probably still watching this because we were just talking about Best Squad. I expect you to be one of our first callers. And Maurice, we expect to hear from you too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we'll see everyone on Sunday.
Yep.
Chill, Mike. First show of the season.
Yeah. Still warming up to it.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta get used to some of the
You
teams.
can only get better from here, right?
It's only up from here.